That's the funny thing. I feel like people are going to rise from the dead whenever they get released. It's like they just start to form. The stars just popping out of the ground. Like, wait, they sense there's disturbance, a great disturbance that just shifts the balance of the entire Earth. Hunter is back. I refuse to pass on to the light. Yes, I have to come back.
Just rise like this. Just pop out my grave and be like, y'all hear something?
Yeah. That's all the next fans coming back from the.
That'll be with me and Yuri Ice. Like if I'm 6 feet under and like they do a Yuri and they finally bring out the Yuri Ice movie, I'll just pop out my graves like, bitch, what? What?
April and I confident like, wait, did y'all hear Yuri Ice come back? People what?
What?
Like, wait a minute.
What? I can live a few more years.
You probably can.
Make me like, people say, oh, well, I don't wish for eternal life. I want eternal life. I want to live for all the time.
Just so she can see Yuri on Ice come back. I want
to live for all of time. Like, I guess this man, I'm thinking about, like, when I gone, like, I hope heaven has a TV and anime. So even when I am like
great connection in heaven. Like,
but listen, it's heaven. Heaven gotta have that good connection, like that 4K. But who knows? It'll be 10K by the time like we get 80. Probably. Good 10K.
We have the eyes to actually see it.
TV. But that's what I want. Like, when they say in heaven you have your own little space or whatever. Listen, in my mansion I want all the anime that I could watch. So I can watch all of the anime for all eternity. That's what I wish.
I feel like now you'll be able to even know like what's gonna happen. Like, you don't even have to wait week to week. Like, you just get everything.
I know, like we could just binge the shit out of it.
One binge. Like a new series came out, like entire binge.
Eternal binge.
But to add on to Omar's news and to keep the theme, like, don't ever say never. Don't give up on your anime. Zatch Bell is also getting. I think it's getting a remake or a continuation.
And Tokyo Mew Mew is coming back.
Tokyo Mew Mew is coming back. So you never know. Like, all your favorite animes out there that never got that appropriate second season.
And Soul Eater might come back.
Soul Eater too. Like, it may be
because how Thingum ended with was it Fire Force? Fire Force. Alluding that it was like a prequel to.
It did.
Like,
it did.
Listen, so like it's the perfect moment for Soul Eater to get a brotherhood treatment.
It does.
It does.
I have a question though. Like, I have one question. Like, if you guys had to bring like an anime, what would it be outside of the ones you just called? Like, that what it was. What's one anime like to have that second season? Like, or like now that you see the potentials, like if they could remake this, I would be so happy. I see that. I kind of want to see History's Strongest Disciple done from start to finish in the manga. Like, that would be so great. I want to see History's Strongest. Like it's so good. People don't know how it really, really gets.
I really would like to see Blue Spring Ride. I really would love. Like, it's a romance anime. I would really love for that to get a second season. It's been years since it aired, and I just really loved it. I loved the couple so much, and the story was really going somewhere, and then like they just never picked it up. It sucks. What else? Oh my god, what else?
Wait, Omar, are you still there? Because I don't see you at all. I don't know.
Omar, give us a sign of your presence. Oh.
I think
oh no.
I don't know if his presence is still present.
Hunter sucks. Hunter sucks. It sucks. It's a horrible anime. Okay. He
Hold on. Attack on Titan is not getting its original ending.
It's not.
We can see you. And you are this. What makes it funnier? If everyone who's gonna watch this video, he came back in a very shocked expression. So it makes what I said even funnier. We were trying to resurrect you. April said Hunter X Hunter sucks. Silent. I was like, Attack on Titan is not getting an original ending. Boom! About this. You gotta make it up. Can't make it up. It just
So now
works.
we know. So now
It
we
just
know
works.
how the special summon Omar. Now we have
Yeah.
we have the disc
Yeah,
Attack on
That's it. That's it. He just
Titan. We just have
press,
to say Attack on Titan is getting the manga ending.
presses everything. But I asked the question, Omar. I said, if there is not a we could I mention that
Oh shoot, DN
Zatch
Angel,
Bell.
DN Angel. Sorry,
Oh,
I
DNA
need to
is
throw
good.
DN Angel in
DNA
there.
is good.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I mentioned that Zatch Spell is coming back with a remake. They're doing Zatch Spell again, and April mentioned Tokyo Mew Mew. So I was like, with that being said, if you had to think about something that can get a second season or be redone and finished from start to end, like what would you pick? I picked History Strongest Disciple. I forgot. April picked a romance. I can't remember the name of it.
Blue Spring Ride.
Blue Spring Rise. So I'm like, what would you pick?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, you know about Blue Spring Rise? I don't know Blue Spring.
Yeah,
It's a,
that was my favorite
I
romance series
know, right?
before it came out.
Okay, I have to check out Blue Spring Rise. All right, cool.
Yeah, but, I probably want to see a continuation for Maggie.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
Maggie
Maggie
is
is also
awesome.
good.
Maggie
such a huge anime, and then
was.
after the
I don't.
second season,
I don't understand why Maggie never got a third season. I don't understand that, especially because they did the spin off with Zinbad. Like I think Maggie was so primed for a continuation. I just don't get why they just never did it. Especially because the manga itself was popular as well.
exactly. So
But that's a good one.
it just never made sense to me as to why it never got that continuation because the manga ended like years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So it's not like they're still waiting for the source material to get for you know,
it's true.
it's finished.
It's true. It's true.
So why don't we have a third season?
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. Especially when you have such popular characters. None whatsoever. Oh,
Exactly.
you got any more news for us? And then
Oh yeah, Mushoku Tensei, aka College Reincarnation, also got renewed for the second
a
season.
lot of renewals.
Ooh.
A lot of new renewals coming out.
And for the video game fans out there,
Oh, okay.
Nier Automata is getting an anime.
Oh yeah, that's
What?
true.
Wow.
Yeah. I have that still on my PS4. I have not played that yet. I
haven't played either. I watched
I think I might do it on
gameplay.
stream.
I watched gameplays of it.
I think I might do it on stream. Yeah, but I have to get it.
I've seen some first for some character named
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe it's the main
It's the
character. I
girl.
don't know.
It's the girl.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I have
People just like when they're like this upskirt. When they're playing games, they see upskirt in her.
the weebs. Definitely, yo. But I've never seen. I've restricted myself from seeing much of the game, so I actually don't know. Outside of the demo I played, I don't know what's really good about the game. But I want to play it. I need to get to it, especially because I don't have a PS5, so like I have so much time to play games in my backlog of my PS4. But it is what it is.
PS5 Horizon Forbidden West is awesome.
We don't want to hear about that, April.
I haven't finished it yet. I keep getting like sidetracked with like there's so much things to do. I haven't finished the story yet.
Okay, I'm sure. Yeah. Like Written with West is a great game. I'm absolutely positive of that. And then you have Elden Ring, but that's besides the point. That's the point. Anything else, Mama? I know we have some movie news and stuff like that.
Yes. For all of our Bohemian news, Suken Zero is coming out next weekend, right?
Woo!
Is it next weekend?
Is it?
Oh, weekend after next.
I think it's next weekend.
It's the 8th. Wasn't it the 18th? I think it's weekend after next. Because I think it was the 18th. And I'm wrong. But I know Fusion already promoted it.
18th be next week?
No, the 18th is next week, the 11th. Oh, wait. See, my bad. My bad. I'm still thinking, yeah.
Next week. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, next Friday. And Fusion already started promoting it. They said it will be out on Friday, which is really great because the last two shows, Fusion has been kind of, lackadaisical with the anime.
I really have to find some time. Is it this weekend or next weekend? Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Okay, I have to find some time next weekend to watch it.
Which I am really excited for. I'm honestly really excited to see this. I have held off reading the prequel manga just for this moment, and I am ready to see Jujutsu Kaisen movie 0. As anyone who should be as a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen over here, guys, so definitely check it out. Fusion is going to have it.
Yes, support the anime. Support the anime.
Yes, support more anime movies over here so they can keep on bringing them without hesitation and promoting them as they should be promoted.
Yep.
Without a doubt. I feel like we had some other stuff. Oh yeah.
Yesterday, us finally had to say goodbye to a beloved series.
It's true. Yes, we did.
What happened?
We did.
Oh wow!
232 chapters.
Dr. Stone finally came to an end.
Yep.
Saying goodbye to another popular series in the Jump manga. Yeah.
I was saying to my cousin how like now the only ones left are like Open Hero, you got 1 week.
Right.
And those first two are the last legs now. So
yeah, they are. They are.
Boku no Hero is like in their almost
final
like in
stages.
Their final arc. Yeah, they're like not
final stages. Jujutsu Kaisen as well.
I think isn't that what Horikoshi said that there is in there?
I think he said he had like
a year.
He said yeah. So it's in its final stages as well as Jujutsu Kaisen is in its final stages.
I mean, unless they give Horikoshi more money or somehow they convince Horikoshi to move on.
Or unless he has plans for a sequel.
Like a Boruto.
But more so with him being the one to handle that and not passing it on.
Or like have Deku them be like adults, be like them be adults and
and he was in something else. But we know because I guess we'll know as it ends what may be the case with that. But also another one
with them graduating, I'll cry.
Knowing Horikoshi, I know he's probably definitely going to give us them as adults.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to end it without showing us.
Yeah.
That aspect.
I at least want to see a graduation. I want to see a graduation.
No, for real.
Ever since I would say I have to live to see you guys graduate. This me.
Oh my god! I'm gonna crumble.
I's having to die. He's not dying. He's not dying.
Who's dying? Who's dying?
I's not dying.
Don't you wish that? Well,
I'm not wishing that.
Don't wish that.
I'm not wishing that.
You better be fine.
If he kills off Aizawa, I will personally find Horikoshi, get on a plane to Japan, find this man, and kick him in the balls.
Hawks need to die. That's what need to die.
You better watch out what you say. Hawks have a lot.
Why y'all gotta be like that?
Y'all
ain't gotta be like that. Only because he did so and so, but he had to do it. It is what it is.
He had to do it.
It is what it is. Y'all being better.
No, because if it lets certain person go do what they do, then most of the heroes will have died. If Hawks had to do what he had to do.
Now, considering that certain events have been revealed, without spoiling, we know that kind of, didn't matter in the end because of a certain someone.
It didn't.
But in the moment, it had to be done.
I forgot about that one. I totally forgot.
Don't forget about that. Don't forget that is going to come into play, and especially because we know after she awakened what she can do. So don't forget about that. That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Like she can do so much with that. Like,
yes.
I wonder if she can stock the quirks, as in use that and still be able to use her abilities. If that's the case, then that's problems. That's a huge problem that they have on their hands.
But especially in this recent chapter, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, but we don't get too much in the spoiler.
I know.
I
just want to throw something. Y'all see how Momo look? Momo got a new she got a new hero outfit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't. I
and
thought that they look
they
like
look
different, but I was
as
just yeah.
because
I gotta go back. I gotta go back and
Momo
look at
needed
it.
an upgrade from long time. I never liked Momo's
Has she ever
hero
upgraded?
costume. No,
Has she ever upgraded?
the
No.
last time she upgraded, they just threw a cape on her.
Oh yeah, but that was because it was cold.
I know, but
Yeah, yeah.
still,
They
like
only
I
gave
like
yeah. They
this
only
new
gave them
upgrade what
winter
she has.
winter stuff.
It
That
looks
was because it was
very
cold.
nice. It looks very nice. I honestly don't like
I like the
her.
cape though.
I
I honestly did like the
don't
cape. I like the cape.
really.
I like the cape.
They could
I
have
like.
done
I like that.
something
I like
more.
the cape. Yeah, no problem with the cape.
I
But I
feel
see what you're
like
saying.
whoever was assigned,
The costume itself didn't ever
whoever was
care.
assigned to upgrade her costume for the winter, they're like, meh, we just throw a
Uh,
cape on there.
yeah.
That's that
Yeah, I
person.
mean,
That was
most
the
of
person who
them.
procrastinated, and then it was time to present.
I think
You're like,
only
ah, shit.
Bakugo had like the biggest change when it came to like the winter stuff. But mostly we took off the gauntlets. But most
They
of them
took off
didn't
the
have
buns,
like
and also they
big
gave him
changes.
more insulation because
Yeah,
Bakugo needs heat.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
See, that was thoughtful. It was thoughtful. It was well thought. Whoever was in charge, what student was in charge of upgrading Bakugo's hero costume,
Uh,
they were thoughtful. Whoever was in charge of doing Momo's costume wasn't thoughtful. I'm just saying.
I
You
mean,
can never remember.
that goes for the majority of them. That goes for all of
I'll
them.
die on this. So I'll die on this hill defending Momo. Momo needs a better hero costume. Like I understand that you need skin to show, but like why the fuck you have a book on the back? Like you couldn't get
Because it's
like a
encyclopedia.
you couldn't get like a PDA, a little tablet or something. You have to go through.
Oh, because
Come
movie
on.
like to read, and then you gotta understand. Yeah,
Look at the age that they live in. Why you flipping? Why you need a book? Why you
imagine she
got
came out
a
and like, wait
tablet?
a minute, I have a
A
bad signal.
tablet.
I have to find a good signal. Let me look. Ah, there we go. Now I can read and research the ins and outs of this material. It's like,
Listen,
ah, got it. Let's go.
I'm sure in
Yes.
the timeline that they're in, they
Uh,
have better service. I sure that, and especially as expensive as or flashy or the top school that UA is, UA could have provided the equipment
yeah,
that
but
could
I don't
connect
mean like
anywhere.
their phone provider is top
I
notch.
sure
I'm just
has
saying.
a satellite out there that you could connect to. A
Yeah.
personal satellite out there. I sure.
I don't think they would want that for like
Stop making excuses. Stop
everyday
making excuses
access.
for Momo not having a book.
For having a book. I don't understand what
I feel like the tablet would be better. I feel like a tablet or like on her arm, like a tablet gauntlet or something. Like a sleek tablet thing. Listen, if I was in the costume department, I was gonna be like Momo,
I think
listen.
it kind of fit. It just fits Momo's personality. Like that's just her.
I
That's really it. Like,
I
it just
agree.
Momo's personality. Like
I
if you
wonder if
think of Momo, you would not be surprised to see Momo walking around with a giant book. Like that's
I
just.
wonder if I should, but it's not practical though. It's not
It may
practical.
not be, but again, it's Momo.
It's
Like
not practical.
I wouldn't flint seeing Momo.
Give her like one of those tough tablets. One of those tough tablets. Either slap down her arm or something. You know, I'm just saying.
I guess. But
Just saying.
but to go for it, like even more so, it's even though it's not as big as Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen, Marshall is another. I think another series that's doing well in Jump.
Marshall.
Yeah, that's also in its final arc as well. So you have a few series in Jump that's about the head on its way out. So that's why
You know what been a good
you got a lot of
up
new
and
series.
coming shonen
I
Red
know
Hood.
exactly what
I
you're
know
going to
she
say.
was saying. Okay, everybody who was listening, who may be listening for the first time, has listening for a while, or maybe you missed that episode. April has not stopped talking about Red Hood since
It had so much potential. They just cut it. They cut
I don't
it
know. I
right
don't know what
before.
happened. It did
They
happen.
cut it before it could run.
It is what it is. It is what it
Yeah.
is. It is
They
what it
were
is.
The
still on
people
the
that still want to
platform.
jump, they stupid
They were
bad.
still on the platform, and they put the tire thingies, the tire shredders
Yeah,
on the
people in
and the
Jump
plane
are
crashed.
desperately looking for that
Bruh.
next big thing that can be an anime
Right.
and then pop off. But yeah, Red Hood did have a lot of potential.
They
I had a
had
lot of potential.
they just
I haven't
want
forgiven Jump since they cancel the Ghost Rider series.
Oh, that The time,
Yeah,
time paradox. I
Um,
forgot what it is. Time
I
paradox.
didn't love that so much, Ray. That was such an interesting
Yeah,
concept, and it was like
it was.
it reminded me of
uh,
Bakuman, and like that's
But
something that
you,
that hasn't been in the magazine for so long,
it's true.
and
That's true.
like
That's true. But you
they
can
they
tell
like
though.
all the interesting series they is canceled me,
I
and
know,
then
like,
you have
jeez.
generic crap like Black Clover that is
I
thrive
know,
Here he
right?
goes. Here he goes.
inside this
Black
I also
Clover's
magazine.
agree with Black Clover.
manga.
Black Clover's. I mean,
Here
I haven't
he
read the Black
goes.
Clover manga,
Here
but
he goes.
Jesus.
There he goes again. Black
Black
Clover does
Clover
make
is generic though. I haven't read the manga,
yeah,
but
like
I haven't
it's
read the manga, but like that's such a generic
the
Naruto thing.
Exactly.
I don't. That's not the insult like people think it is. Like the Manaki himself has said, yes, I took very generic tropes and topics and things to
But
make Black Clover,
here's the
and it
thing:
worked. That
Naruto
that
had
speaks
his
more
era
about
though.
the readers of Jump than it does about him because he knew he could take the most generic things from Jump mangas and it would pop, and it did. I'm sorry. I don't know why people keep saying that. Yeah, it's generic. We all agree to that, but it works. That's just the end of
It
it.
ain't work for me. It ain't work for me,
That's just
buddy.
the. But it works for everyone
You
else.
make a good point, Javon. You make a very
Yeah,
good
but I'm
point.
I like
saying like
unique things. I
everyone
like
Maggie's on.
unique things. I like
Yep.
things that break the mold.
No, that's fine.
You know?
That's. I think all of us do. Like who get more mature in like anime and manga, but at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
people get on Black Clover, but it's like that's what people want to see. Like it's, people love Black Clover. I don't mind Black Clover because again, I said Black Clover for what it is. It's generic. It's not
No.
meant to be like this groundbreaking manga. Like it is what it is, and you just love for what it is. That's it.
And then Red Hood just get the axe just
It is.
Exactly.
I tell you.
Quality.
I
I
mean,
know,
we
right?
They
did get.
canceling quality, April. I don't get
I
it.
know.
I mean, we did get. This is a good segue. We did get a new manga, in the series called Earthchild, which I think after its second chapter,
Well, I haven't read the
I can
second
see some
chapter. How
potential.
is
The
the second
second
chapter?
chapter is far better than
Yes.
the first chapter.
Oh,
The
okay.
second chapter has more direction, and you can
Okay.
see the things that they actually can do, and it's actually a pretty good.
Because like that first chapter was in
Yeah.
Italy. That first
No,
chapter
yeah,
was
you can
Yeah.
tell that the first
They
chapter
also
wasn't sure of the
rectified
way of
one
starting.
of me and you complaints about it. They rectified
okay.
one of the things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. They actually did. They did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that first chapter, you can definitely tell like they may have not been sure of like will this get picked up, will
Yeah,
it be able to
that's how it
continue?
is.
Like if it doesn't, then it has like an end to it. You know, nothing to really guess and you be sad. Like okay, cool, I read it. It didn't get picked up. This is what it is. But still, I guess open enough to where if it get picked up, it's
Yeah.
can go somewhere. But yeah, it definitely did go somewhere. Chapter 2 was
Okay.
far better. It went somewhere.
I shall check it out.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. So Earthchild, hopefully, can keep on the same track of where it's going. But I think Earthchild has potential. It's unique. I've never seen anything like before. Never read anything like before, especially in Jump. So there's that.
Hopefully, I mean,
Another
hopefully,
thing you all should read too.
hopefully.
I don't think I recommend it to you all, but I think it's called Ayashimon.
I've
A
seen
A
it. Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen it. I've
That's
seen it in the
by the
magazine.
creator of Hell's Paradise. He
Oh,
managed
nice.
to get a series in Shonen Jump, which is that. And basically the premise is think it's like Japanese Yakuza, but with a supernatural twist to it, whereas
Ooh, all right.
all like the specific Yakuza groups in question, they're made up of what do you call those things? Those spirits that could also take like human form, which is called them.
Spirits that can take human form?
Yeah, like it's a
Have you
particular word for them. I
Oh,
can't remember.
Taniki? Is it Taniki?
The same concept as that, but it's like they're like supernatural monster spirits,
Okay, okay.
but they could
Cool, cool.
also take human forms as well. But it's that
That's
exact same concept though, April. And it's like basically like a power struggle going on in the underworld, whereas the number one main Yakuza group, their leader died, and like I said, a power struggle was left in the wake of his death or whatever, with
What's it called
other
again?
gangs trying to like get power, and then the illegitimate daughter, the guy who died, she wants to start her own yakuza group basically,
Who is a badass
and
Mm.
female?
and she
Yay.
recruited a regular human who wants to be a shonen protagonist. Basically, that's his dream, to be a shonen protagonist.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
So
very funny.
he wants to fight a ton of strong people to beat them and grow like a shonen protagonist, basically. Like I think he even referenced Goku at one point before. Like it's very cool. I like it a
You
lot.
have a shonen protagonist that's aware that he wants to
What's
be a
the
shonen
name?
protagonist.
What's the name
That's
of it
actually
again?
pretty funny.
Yeah. I think it's Ayashimon. Ayashimon. I might be wrong with the spelling, but I know it's something along the lines of that.
I what?
Shimon.
Ayashimon.
Let me see.
Yeah. But while we're on the topic of manga right now, what I think can be a next big hit, whenever it gets an anime, Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8
Bruh,
is
that
really good.
series
I
is
think that has
amazing.
the potential to be Jump's next big thing. Absolutely.
They need to put that. Actually, no, I lied. Yeah, they need to
yeah,
put that in the main magazine, because right
they
now it's a
do.
bi-weekly series.
It is bi-week, but they do. Like, if I had to recommend like new stuff, now that a few things are ending, like that's still going on in Jump, I would be Kaiju number 8, Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days is another one that I feel has great
That had a
potential.
very interesting premise. That's the one
It
with the
does.
retired hitman guy.
Hey man,
Right?
yes, and it has interesting characters in it as well. And
I
then
read the first chapter. That was hard.
me
That was
too, me
hard.
too. But like, can you read it? It gets really good. And Undead Unlock is another one I feel can actually be really
Yeah,
good.
I gotta watch read that one too.
The more I go, so Jump has some good, Jump has some really good things going on right now. But Kaiju number 8 by far,
Yeah,
absolutely,
that's the best one. That's the
that
best one for
if
sure.
that ever gets an anime, which I think it will,
Yeah,
that is going to be
the leakers already say that top to get
on
an
its
anime
way.
eventually. Yeah,
It's going to do well. It's going
yeah,
to do well. I fully believe it is. It's really good. Another
very good.
one too that's still fairly new, but I need to get back to reading it. But it's still, like, I've enjoyed from the ones I've read so far. Doran Doran. I think it has to make, yeah. I think it has to make in the one where
Oh, I
there's
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
the yokai
Yeah,
when he yeah.
that's the word I was looking for. Yokai. They like
Oh, yokai.
yokai,
The
but
yokai.
Oh,
they can take human form too.
isn't yokai
Basically,
demons? Isn't that a demon?
they might as well be demons. Like
Yeah.
they like when you see them when they transform and shit. Like they pretty much like Inuyasha esque type demons sometimes. Like
So many
it's
half demons. They look like half
yeah.
demons. Cool, all right. But yeah, though, Doran Doran is the one where he runs into the yokai that allows him to transform into a sword or anything like, and they fight together, essentially, against the
Mhm.
other demons in the world. But this demon, he doesn't eat humans. He eats
Yeah,
is a vegetarian. But it's really good. I like it. It
basically.
has the making of like stuff that people like.
Yeah,
That's what it. Doran has the making of like what generally people who read Jump like, they get interested. So when it gets an anime that people start to gravitate towards. So Doran also has very heavy potential.
I
Coming out.
also appreciate that the main female character isn't a tsundere, and that she actually
He,
has like a
she,
nice personality, and she just overall cool.
yeah, and they're stern with it. But yeah, she's
Yeah,
not very.
I
yeah.
really need to get
I
back
like it.
into looking up for manga. I really do.
Oh,
You
and
should.
there's two other ones. They're not in Shonen Jump, but the creator of these two series were assistants to Fujimoto Sensei. If you don't know who that is, that's the creator of Chainsaw Man.
There you
Mm.
go.
And
Ooh,
those two series are
ooh,
called Dan the
interesting,
Dan.
interesting.
And the second one is oh fuck. It just came out. And I'm like 3 chapters out now, but
Yeah,
it the
yeah.
art style is so good, and like
Okay.
it has a very unique premise to it as well.
Uh huh. Alright,
And
cool.
what is the name? I don't, bro. I am terrible with names now. What the hell? Wait, hold on a second. I can tell you what this called right now.
Okay, okay. But I guess we can stick to the manga theme for a bit. What is everyone reading currently? Anyone reading
Oh,
anything different than regular that's not in the top? Ooh.
I'm reading Vigilantes. Boku no Hero
I've
Vigilantes.
yet to
It is
start
so good.
Vigilantes.
It's
I
so good.
start this here either.
Ooh.
I think it's nearing its end as well.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
like
sense.
they're having
Uh,
this huge fight going on right now, this huge battle going on right now, and
uh,
it's really good because I just want I just want Vigilantes to have their own anime
that's
already because
serious.
that's how good it is. I'm also reading
I can see that happening.
Spy Family as well. I love Spy Family.
Also good. Also,
Oh, I wait. I'm holding off on that manga so I could watch the anime
Spy
tonight.
Family, I
Sci-Fi.
love Spy Family so
Yeah,
much.
Sci-Fi is also another one that's had. It's an anime that's coming
I
very soon,
know, and the animation looks so
right?
good.
If I'm not correct, it's next month for Fire X Family.
It's in
I
April.
know they just released another promotional for it, but it was
I
very, it's a funny
know.
promotional. It's a very funny picture.
And what
Um,
else am I reading? Let me check my list. Oh gosh, I do not know how to pronounce
I
this.
am. Why you
No, Farron,
so no? I
Farron.
don't think I've ever said. I've heard that
Because
before.
it's really good. I have fallen off, so I have fallen off on reading it. But like I've read some of it. I read like about half of it so far. It's about like this girl. Her name's Farron. Farron, like she's an elf, and elves live a very long time, and so she was a part of the heroes party, and so like they defeated the big bad, and so she watched her companions grow old and die. And
This
so
sounds sad as hell. This sounds
it's sad, but like I think it's also like it's sad, but also kind of like not really hopeful because it's like she's also sort of like
uh,
finding humanity in herself, and it's very unique because like, it looks like she's taking on like the proteges
Mm-hmm.
of her passed on
uh,
teammates, and then now I'm getting sad again because like you're seeing them getting older. Particularly like this little girl what she took on, and the little girl's like 18, or no, she's 18 or 19 now, or like almost like in her 20s, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. But
oh man.
it's so good. So it's really good. It's really good.
Cool.
It's more like it's almost like when you're reading it, like you're thinking about like what will happen to those that you leave behind, or will happen to you
I
when
don't think I'd be
people
more
leave you
depressed.
behind.
And I'll tell you why, because a lot of stuff I'm reading is depressing. But before I say the one I'm reading, I just remembered Kaguya-sama is also ending soon
It
as
is.
well. It is. It is. It is. I saw a list of stuff that's ending, and Kaguya-sama was one of them. But yeah, it's also ending as well. So that's another
Well,
thing. It's,
I don't mind because of a
yeah,
particular reason, but I
okay,
will get to that when I say my what I read it.
okay. But
Yeah.
the stuff I've picked back up Berserk, so I felt like I found a lot of hate in my heart. Sometime now, I picked back up Berserk, and I've also been reading Oyasumi Punpun. Now, I started reading this
What?
Oyasumi
Oh, yeah,
Punpun,
so make good night pun basically.
Midnight Punpun,
Yes,
right? I
I
started reading
have that
this.
on my
But
list.
is it all like a dude like who went out in the night or something, and then he meets a girl who's a vampire or something?
No,
No,
Oh
that's
no.
no,
not
no,
that.
no. You
Okay.
thinking
This
about
is
anime
this
that coming
is
out in the summer?
no,
Because
That coming out in the
yeah,
it
summer.
has a manga. It has a manga, and
Yeah,
I
the,
have it on my list. I have it on my. I think.
but no,
Yeah, I have it on my
it's
list.
it's not
definitely
that
It's
not.
on
though.
my to
No,
read
Pun is
list.
a psychological seinen manga.
Oh,
very much.
I hear
It's
psychological
very much okay.
spinning. I
So
need to.
I got into it because
You
I
need
was
to give
watching.
me the name of this in the group when we're done with this.
Well, yeah, I'll get it. The night pon pon. But I was watching Trash Takes, and I saw them talk about it. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys know about Trash
I
Takes.
know, I know.
Right. So I'm like, oh, they started talking about it because they're talking about different mangas, and they mentioned Oyasumi Pon Pon. Then I remembered I think I saw that like on Mal. And I went back on Mal. Like, yeah, it was one of the top mangas on Mal. I always look at it, it's like, oh, you saw people like, what is this? This looks so weird. It's like like one of those obscure things. So basically, it's done in the ways to whereas the main you the viewer, the reader sees the main character as this bird, right? But he's not a bird. Because at first I thought it's like, why is there a random bird
Mm-hmm.
going to school with humans and also is also bird and no one's weirded out? Like he's the only thing that is like animal like in this realm of human. I'm like, oh, and then I realized, okay, he's actually human, but we just see him as such,
What?
right? Which is supposed to be like metaphorical and for you as the reader to put yourself into Pun Pun's
Good night,
whole
Pom Pom. Is that
right?
what it's called? Good night, Pom Pom?
Yes. But
Pom Pom, like PON?
yeah,
Pom Pom?
No,
PON, Pun Pun, yeah.
PUN.
Oh,
PUN, sorry,
PUN.
PUN,
Yeah.
PUN, yeah, right?
Okay.
Like
Check
what I
the
said,
spelling.
it's psychological because it's like I'm reading this, right? And I'm like, this is the weirdest thing ever, but I can't stop. And then it
Mhm.
goes on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is dark and psychological as hell. Like it
Yeah.
has so basically like
Wow, this
the
is a lot of chapters.
it
Damn.
does, but the
I
premise is
think
like,
that's his longest series, the manga, because his third
I don't know
series
what else.
just
What else?
ended.
I don't know what else
Well,
it
it's
is.
about to end, I should say.
Adding it to my
His third
library.
series.
Oh, okay, but yeah, so basically it's just a story of Pum Pum growing up from a kid to an adult. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still reading it, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's really one of those like if
Mm-hmm.
you need to find it and read, and when you find it, it's like this is this hit.
Yeah.
I'm still reading because a lot of people I've seen said they cried reading
Yeah.
this. It's like so. It's like
Um.
Really? Good night, Pom Pom?
yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Um.
it's one of those. It's like
One
it
of the
really
I need
YouTubers
a
who
good
I
cry.
watch when I want to learn about more
uh,
obscure but like
stuff
high
like that.
quality series, Pun Pun is probably like his favorite series. And
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
what made me want to put it up on my plan to read list is that he made a video talking about this other new series that was making waves in Japan that dealt with mental health and like bullying and stuff like that. And he was saying how that series handled mental health the wrong way, whereas Pun Pun it does it like the right way. It does it flawlessly. If we want to read a
it
manga
does.
that does mental health the right way, he
Mm-hmm.
said that Pun Pun is that manga, and
It
I
does.
just was
Ah.
like,
Yeah,
that's
100%.
interesting. And then
100%.
another thing he said in regards to like you said how Javon said Pun Pun looks like a bird, right?
Yeah,
Um, it goes both ways. Like it's also so well, like Javon said, it's so us as the reader could self-insert ourselves into the character, but it's also how Pun Pun sees himself. And from what I've heard, his appearance changes throughout the
it
series
does.
based on
It does.
how,
Oh.
like I
It
said,
does.
how
It
he
does.
perceives himself to be based off of his experiences throughout life and whatnot.
It does. Yeah.
And
Hmm.
that alone has this series like as one of like my
It,
next manga I go into read after I
Ooh.
finish reading some other things.
it
But
does. It's
there's
one of
a
those.
reason why
Uh,
Pun Pun in the top 10 one month. There's a
no, for
reason.
real. It's a
Oh,
reason. Like,
wow.
and it's also, it's one of those. It's one of those stuff where it probably won't ever have an anime, but you're cool. It's like one of those gems where you just have to read it. Like it's still
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
phenomenal. You have to read it.
yeah.
100%. But yeah, those are the ones I am current. Oh, I mean, outside of those are the ones I'm reading currently. There's other ones. Two might to get to read it, but those are my top current reads. So
Mhm.
it's been a very dark time in my manga wise. Outside of Sunday, it's been a very dark time.
Yeah.
What about you, Mamar? What you getting into manga wise?
All right, so I found out the name of that series that I couldn't remember. It's called Gachi Akuta.
Okay.
Oh,
It has
interesting.
3 chapters out now, like I was saying, and the premise is basically humanity has a caste system, whereas you have those who like they are privileged, they got money, they living good, and then on the other side of town, there's like a slums, whereas the people who live there, they are um basically like like there's a lot of racial prejudice going on in this
Ah,
story, and if you commit like a serious crime, like let's say like murder or something like that, they sentence you to death by dropping you from the sky, because it turns out that this whole civilization is in the sky, and when
wow.
they drop you down, like it was like it seemed as if you would die, but in actuality you end up getting dropped down to earth, basically,
Interesting.
which is covered in a ton of trash now, because the people in the sky would just throw all their trash off the area or whatever, and then it would land on the earth, and the people
Wow.
who living down there would have to like they going through some shit down there, and the trash modesty evolved to become sentient and all. Like it's like these monster trash thingies, and then you have people with abilities who could like fight against. Like, it's very it sounds kind of convoluted, but it's not. Like
Okay.
you just have
I
to
can
read the
tell.
first chapter, and
Yeah,
then you'll see what I mean.
I
Sounds
can tell
But
like what
interesting.
it does.
it's dark though. It's dark. Like it's dark.
Ugh.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But out of the stuff that I'm reading personally that I haven't mentioned on this podcast yet, because I'm pretty sure I've mentioned Blue Lock, Record of
Yeah.
Ragnarok,
Yeah.
like tons of times already. But the first one I wanna bring attention to, I spoke to my fellow pod mates about this off stream already, but to harken back to why I told Javon a few minutes ago as to I don't mind the Kaguya-sama is ending, is because the mangaka of Kaguya-sama is also simultaneously writing another manga that I love called Oshino Ko.
Mm.
And I'm surprised you haven't heard of this, because both Joey
Oh,
and Gigas has
I
talked about
have
this series
that.
already. Javon.
I have that on my read
I
list. I
may
have that
have
on my
not.
to read list.
Oh,
It's in my
she knows. I
library.
think I did hear them. I think I did hear Joey. I think they
Cause
did.
like
Both of them make videos
it's
on
the
this
dude
already.
who gets
I think
reborn
they did
to
for
the
real.
to
Yeah,
a baby of like the
Yeah.
idol, right?
yeah,
Cause like it's on my to read list. It's on my to read list.
I've seen that.
yeah.
I've seen that. But okay, see, the only thing with Joey and they get a little weird sometimes. They get a little weird. Like, so I gotta be careful what I really pay attention to their recommendations.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
little weird, but no, they do
yeah.
give good stuff. I'll admit that. Yeah, but I heard about it. I heard it. I
It's on
seen it.
my list. It's on my to read
It was
list.
pretty cool. All
Yeah.
right, cool.
The cover
That's
looks
one
very nice.
series that I don't want to say anything about, but April already alluded to one of the twists that happens in chapter
Oops.
one.
Oh,
So
oh, she knew those. Okay.
Whoops.
yeah,
Whoops.
but
I didn't even know.
this
So
is this is a very well written series. It has overarching mystery
uh,
that needs to be solved in regards to it. It has the April already said it has a reincarnation in it, but
Yeah.
that only happens in the first chapter. It doesn't happen. Well, we don't know if it's going to happen again, but
okay.
as far as I know right now, with the 80 something chapters that are out, there hasn't been another reincarnation. And
Okay.
it also
Oh,
gives
it
you
started in 2020. All right, so
Yeah.
pretty fairly
yeah,
new.
it gives you a deeper look into the entertainment industry in Japan. So it's not just
Oh,
idols, but it's
sounds.
like television, it's like stage plays, it's like anime, voice acting, all of that stuff.
Okay.
And it's a very well written drama, and the characters are
Yeah.
all pretty good.
I think
The
I might
art style
actually
is
read that
great.
next. I think I might
Yeah,
read that next. I'll finish reading what I'm reading.
You know, now
yeah,
I'm looking at something. I did not know Kaguya-sama was a Sennin. I was
yeah,
not aware of that.
yeah.
I was not aware of that. That kind of makes sense in a way.
Mhm.
That kind of makes sense. Huh? Interesting.
And then the second thing I'm reading that I'm sure a lot of people probably don't know about is that Seven Deadly Sins has a sequel manga that's out.
I have the
called
finished
The Four
original
Knights of the
76
Apocalypse.
manga.
And
I think you mentioned this before.
He may have mentioned it briefly on a
Yeah.
yeah, like
last episode, but I
it
think it,
started off kind of slow because you got like when you hear a title like that, you would think that all four of the knights would like be introduced like in the beginning or whatever, but in actuality, we follow the story of one of them. And like I said, this is a Seven Deadly Sins sequel, so naturally you would also want to see characters from the prequel manga.
Yeah.
And it isn't until like the more recent chapters where we actually started to see like fan favorite characters from
Wow.
that sequel manga. And so, but I think right now is a good place to jump in because the plot finally, like the whole four apocalypse thing, finally, that whole plot line is finally like at the forefront. So I
okay.
think this is a good point to jump into that series if you are interested
You
in
want
reading that
all right.
series.
I'll check it. Like I said, I still have to finish the original. I never really finished the original, but
Yeah,
so when I do that, I'll get into it. That sounds like a good project. That
yeah,
sounds like
it's
a good
pretty good.
a good
Pretty
detox
good.
from all the darkness that's in my heart.
Oh Jesus.
That's been looping.
I mean,
That's been
it's
circulating.
good to be in the darkness sometimes.
No, no, no.
Though.
It's cool. That's cool. It's fun. It's fun. Actually, it's fun. Good. Good. I was gonna ask you guys another question. Is like, what kind of manga do you prefer to read? Like, if you had to read anything, like, I know we've asked,
Like a certain
we've mentioned,
genre.
yeah, I know we've mentioned like our preference in terms of when it comes to anime. Like, what manga? Like, what you looking for with manga?
Hmm.
Kind of
With
different.
manga, it
Thing.
doesn't like for me honestly, it don't matter anymore for manga.
Oh,
Like as long as it has an interesting
I'm
premise,
kind of that way. I'm kind of that way.
I'll read
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm kind of that way. I think I'm much more uh forgiving with manga than I am with anime in terms of like
Yeah.
being able to. Well, I'll say adventurous. Yeah, much more adventurous manga than anime. To where I said, where anime
Okay.
sometimes I may look at something and be like, I don't know, but it may be good.
Exactly.
Whereas with
Like
manga, I look at
Oshinoko
it.
is a prime example of that for me. I do
Yeah.
not like anything idol related. Like the only idol thing that I
Well,
like
there you go. That's
is
true. That's
Zombie
true. There you
Land
go.
Saga, and that's because that's a parody and it's
Yeah.
actually very funny.
Right.
But
I don't really like idols either. Like the only idol that I like.
There's the one who has watched so
First,
much anime on this podcast so
I
far.
didn't watch that much idol anime. Like I got tricked into watching. Okay, Selection
tricked,
Project was
quote unquote tricked.
Selection
Trick,
Project.
trick,
Okay, Selection
trick.
Project was not a trick.
Uh huh.
Selection Project was probably my first true idol anime that I actually dove into. And I realized I ain't really like that. Now the stupid hockey one was a fucking trick. We could
Oh,
all agree that the hockey one was a trick because I
fair.
thought we
Okay,
was gonna get
sure.
more hockey. I thought we was gonna get more hockey
Sure. Uh huh.
than more, but then instead we got more idol foolishness, and then I just bounced.
You walk into that one, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
You kind of did. That's fine. Well, that's fine.
I
Well,
saw that something to be honest.
You can't talk to me because like, you thought that you realized was gay.
Okay,
it,
what happened with Yuri on Ice with
anybody
me? That
wasn't.
was just
Anybody thought it
denial
wasn't.
on my part. Okay, I was in denial. That's all I was.
Yeah, you did not deny. But that's fine.
That's all I was.
But no,
That's all
no,
that could have been.
that hockey anime, if you look at the promotion material, like the first thing what they promoted
It
was the
looked like they were
freaking
playing hockey.
hockey. And that hockey that looks so clean. That hockey animation looks so clean. And then when I jump into that, next thing you know, they learn dance moves and then they sing in at the end of the freaking game. Like what?
Oh, you.
Can we just get a good hockey anime like with girls playing hockey, like hardcore hockey? Can we just get that? And
That'd
don't
be
have to
too
throw
easy.
idol foolishness
Oh
into
my
That'd be too easy. That'd be too easy.
Satan,
That.
Satan.
You know what I want
it.
from Challenge Jump in their manga though, and I mean that app. I would like to be able just to skip and go to certain arcs without having to remember what chapter and arcs that's in.
I
Yeah,
would like
wait,
Like
that.
they should do that.
I need them to add that. Because the other day I wanted to go back
I would like
to
that they would like that they
re-
should
uh,
divide it. Like it's like like divide it, like you
Yeah,
divide into
like
volumes
have
or at least
subheadings,
divide.
have
yeah,
subheadings
exactly.
for what each
Yeah.
The
arc
other day,
is. Yeah.
the other day I wanted to go back and reread the Thousand Blood arc for Bleach, and I'm like, I can't remember which chapter to start, and I don't feel like looking at this up right. Like you do this other day. Whereas if they had just done up to the beginning, I'd have been like, oh, it's Thousand Blood arc, to start reading. But they gotta do that. Jump. Get on that.
Yeah.
I beg of you guys. I beg of you guys. I beg of you guys. Quick question. Keeping up with manga. There was a lot of manga. I like this. I like this. We haven't talked about manga a lot on this podcast.
Yeah.
What's a manga that you guys have read that's not again hasn't gotten an anime, but you would like to see one for?
Oshinoko.
What's that? Oshinoko. Oh wait, the one you just said?
Yeah, what you
Yeah.
just mentioned.
Okay.
Anime adaptation win.
All right.
I already mentioned it. I already mentioned it before, but I would love to see Vigilantes get an anime. I really love to see. Like I mentioned it
I
before, I
feel
really love
like
to
that
mention.
will get an anime eventually.
It'll probably come out after like Boku no Hero is
Well, you're
finished, and
done.
they'll probably
Yeah.
throw that in.
Yeah.
Or maybe even close to it. Who knows?
The
That too,
next
you know,
one,
What I want to see, whatever.
I cannot
really
pronounce this elf name. Like the one of the elf that I mentioned earlier, I would love to see anime of that like that. I would love to see because I love good fantasies. I love a good fantasy, and that's what Furren. I think it's Furren. I think that's what it is. Like it's a nice good fantasy with some overlaying thoughts of life and mortality and stuff and like that. I love a good fantasy. Like I don't like this. Like this is why I don't really like isekais as much as
I have one. I have another one. I got another one. This one, this is a spicy one. Have you guys heard of a manga called Harry-Con?
Harry-Con.
I've not heard. Harry-Con doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, basically, it's either a seinen or a josei manga, but the premise of it is basically it follows this guy named Ryu who has the city that he lives in Japan. They implemented this new law called the Harry-Con, where you can have basically as much wives as you want. And
this is a harem.
It's harem. It's a harem.
I mean, yes, but they all they're his wives, so it's not like they fight. I say they're his wives, so it's not like as if like they fighting with attention. He ain't choosing anybody.
He's polygamous. All right, cool.
It's a harem. It's a harem. It's an upgraded harem.
Yeah, so you got the obligatory blonde character with the big titties. You got the shy Kudere one who like I said like shy reserved but she cool. And then you got the other main character who kind of like free spirited and like loud, and she's against the concept of Harry-Con because she just is like, no, why am I sharing my husband with more than people?
Then why is she sharing?
But she got tricked into it.
Right,
she got tricked into it. Like I can't remember why it happened, but it was either to pay off her dad or something like that, and that's why I think that was why. I think her father Mario off them to pay off the debt or something.
Oh, that's
and she just was like, "Fuck all of this. I don't want nothing to do with this or whatever." So she was playing hard to get for the longest while he was basically fucking his other two wives. And like, I think it'd be very controversial, and I love to see the anime community tackle stuff like this to see how much people could get triggered. So I would love to see this get anime. I'd love to see this get anime. Oh my god!
So you just want
Twitter would. I want chaos.
Chaos. You just want.
I want all the chaos.
That's
what I want.
This is a really.
That's what I want.
He wants like full on chaos. All right, cool. All right, but I mean, I can't think of one right now. I don't know why one's not coming to me that I would desperately want to see a manga for.
You know, I really love someone. I really would love an anime studio to be like, but we're gonna take the ruins of Red Hood and we're gonna make an out of Red Hood.
Let it go.
I'm not. I hope that Red Hood arrives from its ashes one day. I hope that, like, you know, it don't have to be in Shonen Jump. Like, just because Shonen Jump make you like, you know, cancel
Go in
Doesn't
Fairy
mean
Tale magazine.
Well,
doesn't mean
very
go into a
that's
different magazine.
hilarious considering the premises of it was a fairy tale. That's funny.
Go in a different magazine, and start over.
Yeah,
See where you went wrong. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it
He
has
did not go wrong anywhere. He ain't going on
true.
anywhere.
It had
I don't
good
know.
startup, and then they
What
even had
was wrong with Reddit?
there wasn't
I mean,
nothing
I'd say
wrong with
they're
it.
wrong with it. I mean, I can't say why. I probably wasn't clicking with a
The
bunch of.
only time,
I don't think anything was
the
really
only time you
wrong with
started to see
Reddit.
that something was going wrong was when, if I start when they started fast forwarding it, and this man I was like, something is wrong. I felt something is wrong in the universe,
Something's amiss.
and
Yeah,
then
He
that's
already
when
knew what they're saying about
and
the last.
and then
yeah.
this one I heard, I was like, oh, like they say, oh well, we're canceling the I was like, excuse
Uh,
you.
yep.
Excuse you? I was enjoying
Cancel.
this. I was waiting weekly for this shit to come, and then you're telling me that you're gonna cancel this?
I.
It was
Mm-hmm.
so good. And it's
It
like
is.
even Grim,
Mm-hmm.
and then Grim was so good. And
It
there's
is.
so
Sad
much.
times. Sad
Sad.
times.
I
Very
will never stop fighting for if I had the money and the
you pay it.
resources,
You would pay him.
I will come to his rescue and be like, do it. I have my own magazine company. I have my own magazine. Bring your shit over here and let us work something out.
I would too. I would too.
I would. I
Oh
would. I
man,
would.
if I
I need
had
to be
the
a few
money
stuff
and
out
resources, I would help so many things that got canceled or don't have a second season. I would just help them get what they deserve. Oh,
Oh, you know what else I'd wish to get an anime? The
what?
Promised Neverland.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yes,
about that. I was
yes,
thinking about that.
yes.
I actually do want the Promise Neverland. That
Like
was
I
actually
know Promise
that came to
Neverland.
mind.
Promise
That came to
Yeah,
Neverland
mind.
just ended. It just
yeah,
ended, but can it get the Brotherhood treatment like
I
now?
yeah, Promise
yeah.
Neverland
Can it get
needs
the Brotherhood treatment like now? Like it's in desperate
Expeditiously.
need. It's in desperate need of the
like
Brotherhood treatment.
Yes.
Because
tomorrow,
that should be no way of someone getting into
tomorrow.
because now when someone tell me, oh well, I won't watch Promise Neverland, it's like, yeah, just watch. There's only one season. They say, but there's a second. I say, there's no
There's only
second.
one
No,
season.
only one. Only
There's only
one.
one season.
What are you
Believe
talking
me.
about? There's no
Believe me.
second season.
Yeah,
There's no
I don't
second.
know why people keep saying that. Like, what are they talking about?
Like, what a
I don't know.
second season?
Delusional people. I tell you,
We
delusional.
Jeez,
still wait for
they
season
just
two.
making up things straight. What a sick.
Like we still wait for season two to drop. What you talking about? Say
I
season
showing
two.
you.
Season.
Yeah. I
Don't
don't know.
believe
But
in that.
What be good?
It's
My
I
guys.
fine.
think I think manga wise, everything that I wanted to get in anime has already gotten an anime. But
Flourishing.
yeah, like Solo Leveling and Record of Ragnarok was like my two main ones,
I
and they
love
both.
solo leveling. I
Sorry,
need
not
solo
Solo Leveling. Blue Lock. My God, why is
leveling.
Solo on my
But
mind?
I mean,
Solo
since
leveling
we're
definitely
speaking,
needs to have an
since
anime.
we're speaking about
We need to
solo
definitely get
leveling,
that.
since you
Solo leveling
mentioned
is
that,
we need to get
can solo leveling get a good studio to
Yes,
make it an anime, please?
yes, a good.
Please.
it
That's a
probably
must.
will. It probably
I
will.
don't
I
want. I
enjoyed
don't
it.
want no studio like Lurch. What it is? Lurch or whatever they call,
Uh,
or two bit or whatever the fuck they call. Like I want like I want a ufotable. I want a wet studio or a mop
On
up.
Yeah, those three. Yeah.
They the
probably
only three. I mean, I'd even
more
take
than likely.
models. Even models, they trying to make a comeback.
More than
Yeah,
So
they
likely.
are.
like
More than likely, that's going to be the case.
any one of them four, I happy with.
Yeah.
More than likely, that's
Please,
going to be the case. With
please anime solo
out of those
leveling.
three, Solo Level's going to get anime though. It's only a matter of time. Not another win.
Yeah.
So only a matter of time.
Definitely.
Mm.
Huh? Anything else we need to get to? Uh, topic wise.
Oh,
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. I was supposed to ask you guys. So over the week, there's like the whole big discussion of like who had the better openings between Bleach and Naruto. So
Oh my god.
coming to the pod.
my god.
And keep in mind, there's only one right answer to this. But still, coming to the
Just let me tell you what opening that I will play. What opening that I will play.
Who do you think had the better opening? Oh,
Oh
which
my
series you think had the better openings?
Jesus.
There's only one right answer.
There's one opening that I know that I will play over and over to death, and that's Bamboo No Melody from Bleach. I can't remember which number opening that was. That is one of my favorite Bleach openings. Bamboo
Mm-hmm.
No Melody.
Mm-hmm.
I love the visuals of the opening. I love the song so freaking much. Bamboo No Melody.
You are correct, man. You are correct.
Yeah, I was going to try to make a case for Naruto,
Mm-hmm.
but in retrospect,
Mm-hmm.
Bleach has more hits.
I think Bleach definitely have the better
It
opening.
does. It does. It does.
Because
It
even
does.
I think
It absolutely does.
oh gosh I was it the second opening. I also like the second opening a lot. That's when Rukia was in the tower
So,
and like
Yeah.
yeah, so I know which one did that. I try to remember the name of the seconds. I don't Techno
and
by
then
Techno Life. Yeah.
and there's also Alones, which was the opening
Oh,
for when
Alone's is a hitter. Listen to me.
yes I love
Awkward
Alones so
Times is a legend.
Yeah.
yes
Asian Kung Fu generation,
yes
like
yes
Yeah.
any
so
opening that
many,
Asian Kung Fu does like it's a hit.
so many great openings. But my thing is, a lot of people don't realize when I said Naruto, amongst everything that Naruto has, Naruto doesn't have that many great openings. But it is like
No.
it's a select few. The only difference is the ones that hit, they really hit.
Yeah.
That was the big, the ones that hit like really really hit. So you kind of just think it's like, oh well, that is like no. But with Bleach, it's like there's a
Cause
string of openings that are just
for
really good.
Naruto, Bluebird is a really
Yeah, you
great
have
opening.
Bluebird, of course. You have
Bluebird,
Bluebird. You have Silhouette.
Shalala, Shalala. I
Uh-huh.
like Shalala.
I like
Um,
that too. That's
yeah.
very good. I love
Also,
that. I forget about that.
Trying to remember Shaha.
Itsuka Kito Boku. Wait, how
Oh,
does
yeah,
it again?
I get it.
Cha la la. Itsuka Kito Boku.
Oh, I know. Okay, now I have it. I have
yes.
it.
I knew that
love
for a
that
thought, mate.
effect.
I
I
forget
love that
it.
effect.
Okay.
I like one thing I love about Shalala is like how they did that water effect. Like when they showed Naruto on top, and then you just go down and you just see Sasuke at the bottom
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
No, that was a great one. That was a good one. But that's
The next good opening that Naruto had was oh gosh, what is it called?
opening
What is
9
it?
was really good. That was the. I
I
think that
like
It's
fighting gamers. I like Euro in
You're
part
yeah,
one. That's opening
let's
9.
talk about Euro.
Um, what
Silhouette.
opening 5 called in part
I
Silhouette.
know
1.
Was
I
also
mentioned Silhouette. Yeah,
yeah,
Silhouette.
Silhouette was also a good OP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just
I like the rap too. That hard, man. You listen to the
Heroes
full
come
version
back.
and let
Heroes
that
come
go
back.
I mean,
on.
the first opening for Superboden.
Yeah.
Listen,
Ale,
listen,
That hard, man. That hard. That
I don't
hard.
like
That hard. They got off in that way. They were spitting in that.
I would like
They were
like
spitting way.
me.
Yeah,
My thing
you
with
have to
Heroes
grow into
Comeback,
that.
my thing is with
Heroes
Hero
come back,
Comeback
yeah.
is like I'll just listen. I can't. I don't like the whole song. Heroes
Yeah,
Comeback. I
yeah.
just like the
I'm probably
section.
too.
I just
I
like
don't
the
like the
section
whole
where they
song.
use for the OP.
Right.
Yeah,
Everybody,
only
I
the
gotta get
sections that
everybody.
they use for the OP
That
was really good.
the full version is better way. I
No, it's
telling
not.
y'all way. I
It's
telling
not.
y'all in
It's
hard way. They
because they
pop
do a
off
verse
in
with
that
just
way.
him screaming.
Isn't it?
No,
Right. I'm
no.
like,
The rap was
yeah.
fire. The
Yeah,
rap
I like
was
it.
fire.
I
It
can't.
was great. They was clean, way. They was clean.
I
They was
can't
clean.
I have to like I have to give Heroes Comeback props because I remember like when Shippuden just came out and that song made you so that OP made you so friggin' hype for
Yeah,
Shippuden.
like the opening itself is trash, but the song is solid
Yeah,
though. I love the song. That's what I
yeah.
mean. The opening ain't all that, but the song is fire.
I
Yeah,
still listen to the
like
song.
the song was just like, ah, shit. They Naruto them back and they growing up
Exactly,
again.
bro. It was so hard, bro.
boy, and then
No, I mean
you
the
just
moment itself because she
didn't
put him
know
as
how
like
long
on
the
backseat
journey
and you were seeing them as
the balloon
adults.
was gonna take
No,
us.
it was there, but the song I still iffy on the song. But no, the moment it signified, yeah, like it was cool.
Mhm.
Without doubt.
I
Like,
mean, it's only good. It's only good in the OP format, not the whole song format,
I don't like
because
it that much in the OP format either.
it was on my Spotify anime OP and endings playlist,
It
and
was
then
never there.
I remember it was playing. It was playing this me, and then it got to like I just play it up to the point that it gets after the chorus, and then when it gets to the second verse, I'm like, yeah, that's enough. That's
I never got that far. I'm sorry. It didn't. But yeah, like, but overall, for me, Bleach has so many
Yeah.
good quality, and it's the fact that it is not even just the open. The songs were great.
Rolling Star from
The
Bleach was also
visuals were always on
yes.
point. Like
Yeah.
even the OSTs for Bleach.
Yeah.
You can't.
I
Fight.
may not finish Bleach, but I did love all. I love
Actually,
the
You
soundtrack.
can't fight
I
that.
don't think Bleach have a OST that's iconic as Sadness and Sorrow.
You out your friggin' mind. You out your friggin' mind. Go watch the trailer for the Thousand Blood War arc again. And
That
come
how
back.
bruh, that track in itself is hard, but
Stop
Sadness and
it.
Sorrow more iconic than that.
My brother, cut it out. And then you have the
It
Espada
is, bruh.
OST.
Sadness and Sorrow is the Sujin music, bro.
You gonna cause
When you Sujin, that's what you was playing on. That's what you was playing when you Sujin, Javon. Lie to me. Tell me I lie.
you gonna cause me. No,
Tell
that's
me
not
I
the
lie.
question.
Oh
That's
my
not
god.
what said. That was not what said here. You said Bleach does not have anything iconic as that, and I disagree with you.
It don't wait.
What? Omar.
Wait. Sadness and Sorrow
You
is
gonna make me.
legendary.
You gonna make me bring
That's
up.
bruh. When Nicholas played on the piano in music class, I almost backflipped on.
Sadness is
Like,
not fire. Do not get me wrong.
Sadness
But
and
you
Sorrow.
said there's nothing as iconic, and I 100% disagree.
There is nothing way.
You
Even like that main ninja theme that is played when things get hype in Naruto. Yeah, bro, like iconic way. The Naruto soundtrack iconic way.
Listen to me.
That Orochimaru theme, the Akashi theme.
I hope you don't get Stop playing.
Bruh, this is hard. I know this. I know.
You hated me. Cut it out. Don't tell me.
It's hard, man. I love it.
This is an OST. This is an OST. What?
I agree. It hard.
Come on.
But it is more iconic.
No, that's not what I said. You said Jesus does not have something iconic. I didn't say more iconic. I was like, when this rings off, it gets. Listen to this man. Oh,
But does this count though, since it hasn't really, since this arc hasn't aired yet? Does this
no,
really
that's
count?
in the original.
Yeah.
That's why I said this is an OST. That wasn't made for the trailer. That's an opening. That is an OST that actually happens multiple times.
It's been a while since I watched anything Bleach, so
Omar is tripping, saying Bleach does not have anything.
It's not a Sadness and Sorrow more iconic than that way.
Bro, Omar, cut it out, man.
It is wait.
Off, Omar. I'm not.
It is wait.
Omar. I can't believe you said Bleach does not have it. It isn't a matter of it being more so. That's not the point here. But that is
Okay. Yes, that particular track is iconic. Yes, it is. It is. But that's the only one that it has. That's the only one in the OST that's iconic.
I can't
other
really
one
jump into
does
I can't really
Naruto
jump in this fight because I don't really remember much of Bleach because it's been a while. It's been years since I've seen anything of
But you
Bleach.
ain't forget Sadness and Sorrow, though, right? You ain't forget that.
No,
She
I
ain't finished Bleach.
I'm sorry.
That's
Or
not
the
You ain't
Koski
forget
thing.
that.
She
Or the
ain't
You ain't
finished
Koski
forget
thing.
that.
Unless you, come on, and when the Aranka arc starts and all the Spanish music is come out, boy, that boy, Omar, don't
Naruto soundtrack is
don't
better than Bleach soundtrack.
don't do that.
I give Bleach the openings,
Do that.
but the soundtrack in Naruto is better.
Don't do that,
It is free.
Omar.
It is free.
Because I'm not sure if we could get fly if I played years too much.
We
That's
might get fly.
I don't
that
want
that little moment there might get us fly.
I don't want to get fly.
We already could get fly.
I don't understand.
You're right. We did get flag before.
But that's because our actual intro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
if there's something inside this, but I'm gonna do it. But
But I
basically,
think that we probably get
that's it.
flag after that the bleach thing. We were just I guess it was worth it.
It was. It was. It
It
was.
was. It was. I just had to get. I just had to bring that in there. I just had to bring that in there. Just let them know. Just to let them know. Like
That's the only one, though. That's
yeah,
the only one. That's the only
it's
one.
not. It's not.
That's the only
I'm
one.
I have to do
sure
this.
Bleach has others.
Yes, it does.
Bleach
Your rank
has
arc
other
alone.
ones that are cool, but they're not on the same level, bro. They're not.
Don't
They're
listen.
not.
Don't
Because
listen.
honestly, I'll be honest. I only remember Bleach for their OPs.
Exactly, mate. What makes Naruto music is the soundtrack.
Naruto
The soundtrack
does
of
have like some
Everyday
distinct
is
scores that
iconic, bro. Iconic music.
Javon, I'm sorry.
You know what's happening now? It's the same thing. Why people thought Naruto's openings were far better than Bleach is their opinion on the series itself.
I mean,
They added to that.
I didn't finish Bleach, but I finished Naruto. But
No,
I
that's the
still
thing.
prefer
That's the
Bleach
thing.
over. I still prefer Bleach OPs over Naruto OPs.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
like if there's anything you can remember, it's the music, mate.
That
Yeah.
entire rank arc. And
Listen, it's not
I think it
bad.
was the last arc.
It's not
The last
bad,
arc or the last two arcs that I
but
dropped
like
off.
it's a next level, mate. It's a next level now.
That's mad.
It's a next level.
I mean, because I do have to give Omar one or two props because like the Koski theme and the sorrow theme is also two themes that I would never forget. Like you could play that theme now and that
Everyone's good at sadness and sorrow. So I don't know what these other ones.
The Koski theme is also a really good score.
I don't know the name of the tracks, mate. I don't know the name of them, but I could say them.
You could associate them with a certain theme or arc.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Orochimaru's theme is also very recognizable.
Yeah.
This could be a very off final thing. I didn't see that.
That's like, do you want to do a poll? Should we do a poll on Twitter? Should we do a poll on Twitter?
We can move on.
Yeah, you gotta specify to the people the difference between openings and OST. Some people look at OST and think opening.
No.
Yeah, I don't think she watched Bleach.
Yeah, I don't think she watched Bleach. But we can move on. Is there anything else before we get any more blasphemous? Anything else to mention today and pod before we get to the end of this whole shabacle?
I mean, well, you guys know that next show is our 30th episode.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes. The culture episode.
It is the 30th episode.
Triple X.
That could be the most cultured episode yet.
It's gonna be so cultured.
We are gonna do something very special for it.
Don't bring the kiddies. Don't let the kids come.
Very special for it.
Yeah, that's a rated R episode.
We about to actually do Otaku Summit After Dark next week.
Full blown podcast. Otaku Summit After Dark.
Don't bring.
That's crazy as hell.
Don't bring the children.
That's very crazy.
It's 30 triple X.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
We're doing something very fun about
We're
that.
gonna be very fun. We're
And
gonna
we should have
probably
a full podcast too, by the way. So
we're gonna
Oh, well,
learn.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
I think that we're
There we
also
go.
gonna learn some things about ourselves.
yeah. I gotta expose myself
Judging
on the podcast.
everybody on the podcast.
The audience will also
I'm judging
learn
everyone on
something.
the podcast next week. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody get judged. Everybody get
You
it.
will never see us the same way again.
And I'm making sure I have clips and videos of that pod. I'm just making sure I'm going to
Yeah,
make sure I have
yeah,
clips and
yeah.
videos of the pod.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the
But
Lord.
if that's the case, but no, definitely look out for the next episode, bro.
Next
Hey, Simone, you can take it away. You can take it away from here.
All right. So that brings us to the end of our wonderful penultimate episode to the good stuff.
The bridge to the road.
Yes. Please follow us on all platforms. The Solid on YouTube as well as SoundCloud, Apple. What's the Apple one called again? Apple Pod.
Apple's also the solid. Apple's also
Yeah.
the solid.
Yeah, you can also individually follow us all on our social medias.
Yes.
On Twitter. Our handles ain't up to date. I wonder why. But
well, we had to do it ourselves. But
yeah. Tell the people where to find you.
You can find me at Kuma_08 on Twitter.
And you can find me. Oh, sorry. You can. You can find me at April_B at Twitter.
Yes.
And you can find me, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, aka The Dark Knight, aka Vengeance, aka. Anyways, let me start at the Kamori on Twitter.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget to join the Discord.
Oh, yes, the Discord server. Do that. Definitely talk to us. Let us know. Give us any feedback, most of all, as to how we can improve. Any suggestions or topics that you would like us to talk about.
Right, if you want to further discuss an episode.
We're laying hints that next week is going to be quite cultured. So if you have any cultured things that you want us to look into.
Yeah, if you want us to talk about a certain series that has like magnificent plot, PLOT, capital letters, plot. We talking about that next week, so feel free to suggest us anything.
Yeah, next week is the sauce.
Yes.
Next week is the sauce.
Yes, all the sauce.
Oh, don't forget the Twitter page as well. Don't forget the Twitter page.
Yes.
Yes, follow us at Otaku Summit.
Yes, absolutely.
On Twitter. I feel like we should do a poll for real though with this OST.
Oh, here we go.
I feel like we should do this.
There we go. Okay.
Because I gonna make sure I specify exactly what I'm talking about, because I just know that people get misinterpret OST as openings. And I cannot stress further that we talking about the soundtrack, like the songs that is played during the episode. That's what I mean.
The song and the scores, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the score.
So look out for that poll because it's coming.
It is.
It's coming.
Apparently.
Look into my eyes. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Yes, we look far enough. So.
But with that, this has been Otaku Summit, and we'll see you guys next week.